With rising temperatures and increased urbanization set to mark the oncoming decades, the University of Texas at Austin has convened interdisciplinary teams under the Planet Texas 2050 Research Grand Challenge. Our team, Resilient Species and Ecosystems, is pioneering new methods to explain and predict environmental changes by monitoring wildlife, weather, soil, and more. This helps us better understand the effects of climate change and human activity on ecosystem health. Texans experience a myriad of benefits because of nature. Our trees and green spaces sequester carbon and help improve air quality. Our bees and other insects pollinate crops and sustain the state's agricultural industry. Our wetlands and our estuaries help buffer our coasts from devastating storms.
But Texas is changing rapidly. As people and businesses move in, the landscape is being transformed from open prairies and wild woodlands into housing, agricultural fields, and industrial sites. Plus, climate change is making our state hotter, affecting not just people, but native plants and animals living around us. Understanding how these species respond to changing landscapes and climates is critical because they are integral parts of our state's natural life support system.
The scale and pace of change is outstripping our ability to monitor species and ecosystems using conventional field methods. So a major focus of our project is on developing and prototyping new tools for automating environmental monitoring using autonomous sensors. These sensors can continuously gather data, giving researchers a much more robust and accurate picture of ecosystem health.
Our vision is to eventually connect thousands of these sensors, deployed over entire landscapes via wireless communications networks. This will provide a dynamic, real-time picture of how Texas wildlife and ecosystems are responding to climate change. The goal is to turn these data into strategies for improving the resilience of natural ecosystems in our changing world.
By monitoring the audio environment at a given site, whether an urban greenbelt or a remote West Texas canyon, we can learn a remarkable amount of ecological information. We can determine what bird species are present, their densities, and how they interact with the changing rhythms of climate. We can learn more about how insects play key ecological roles, such as pollination. And we can learn more about human-induced impacts on wildlife.
Having additional data from temperature, humidity, soil moisture, and light sensors will reveal the remarkable diversity of microclimates in Texas and help us understand larger-scale questions of ecological resilience in the decades to come.
Our sensors will be subject to the extremes of Texas weather and landscapes, so they need to be robust. Our platform is built around the popular Raspberry Pi microprocessor and is packed in a durable case with weatherproofed sensors, solar panels, and cellular connectivity, allowing it to be used across the majority of the state.
These sensors can also detect long-term trends and assess the impacts of extreme events. For example, our team's research at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center has revealed that increasing drought conditions here in Texas can actually facilitate invasion by non-native grasses.
Using these same tools, we can better understand how the endangered golden cheek warbler is responding to the pressures of urbanization.
Here in Central Texas, we sit literally at an ecological crossroads with hundreds of migratory bird and insect species sheltering in our natural areas as they journey back and forth between the U.S. and the Central and South American tropics. We have team members conducting fieldwork in the Yucatan and the Amazon, which are facing similar ecological challenges to here. So the promise of being able to collect data in real time from some of these remote areas is huge, as the resilience of our local species and habitats is very much impacted by what goes on in other parts of the world.
We want to democratize the data generation process and create a flexible, open system where new stakeholders and partners can tailor our devices to their needs.
We want to go beyond simply quantifying key features of biodiversity and ecological complexity to communicate the intrinsic value of these habitats to the entire Texas community. To keep updated on the progress of Planet Texas 2050, make sure to visit our website.